Generally speaking, there are 3 necessary components you need to achieve your goals. 1. Motivation to set up an achievable goal. 2. A system that can be tracked and measured. And 3. Willpower. Now, we've talked about the first 2 quite a bit on our channel, but we haven't really touched on willpower until now. And willpower is often cited as the #1 reason people just can't seem to get up and move their asses. 27% of Americans feel their lack of willpower is the hardest wall they need to break through. And in this video, we're taking a look at what willpower actually is, how to train it, and how you can use it to your advantage. You may have a hard time defining willpower. For most, it's this mysterious force that helps you to face adversity and make people feel bad they messed with your dog. In reality, though, psychologists define willpower as simply your ability to resist short-term temptation. And since distractions and temptations follow you around every corner, willpower may very well be the superpower that you need to turn your life around. There's a famous marshmallow test made by Walter Mischel in the 60s. He left kids alone in a room with a single marshmallow and told them they could eat it right away or wait for him to get back, in which case they would get to eat 2 marshmallows. Well, the results were mixed. Some kids ate the marshmallow right away, while others waited. It was proven that the kids who exerted self-control turned out to be more disciplined and successful adults who actually earned more money overall. There was also a follow-up study who followed kids from age 0 to 32 and proved the same theory. Self-control sits at the foundation of how well you perform in life. And willpower also dictates your ability to override impulses, like your impulse to go for another cookie after you've already eaten 5, or your impulse to pour yourself another drink when you're way beyond tipsy, or your impulse to call it a day at 2 p.m. because you had 1 meeting and sent 2 emails and hey, that was a lot of work already. Now, these studies, along with, common sense, prove that willpower is a key ingredient in getting shit done. So, this begs the question, why do some people lack willpower? If willpower is such an important factor for your success in life, why are you struggling to harness it? Well, there are mainly 2 reasons for this. 1, you haven't trained your willpower muscles, and 2, the little willpower that you have is depleted on trivial decisions. So let's break this down one by one. Willpower differs from motivation in one important aspect. Motivation is more of a state of mind. You either find it or you don't. You can't really train for it. But willpower, on the other hand, is a full-body experience. It's pretty similar to being stressed out in that sense. When you're stressed, it's not just that your mind is hurting, it's your whole body as well. You start sweating, your heart is beating faster, you're pacing constantly left and right, you feel your whole body being stressed out. And it's the same with willpower. When you fight the urge to order pizza at 1 a.m., you actually feel a tension in your body, like you're physically fighting the temptation. And that's your willpower muscle flexing itself. And just like any other muscle, it can be trained to get stronger by exposure to resistance. You can actually become a willpower athlete. Now, full disclosure, we didn't come up with this term. We read it in a medicine paper from Stanford. In that same paper, it stated that your willpower muscle can be trained in 2 major ways. 1, actual physical exercise, and 2, meditation. Now, both of these activities change the structure of your brain to make it more resistant to stress and more powerful in its ability to self-control. Whenever you feel temptations, think of it like resistance training for your willpower muscle. It's an opportunity to train it or let the weight fall on your head. When you find yourself wanting to procrastinate, imagine that you're in a mental gym. You have a willpower rack in front of you and your procrastination as weights. Will you take the opportunity to train or not? Meditation has so many benefits, it's actually kind of astonishing how few people truly do it. That's one of the reasons we started our education platform with the Mind Mastery course. Go to alux.com and check it out. And by the way, we've got a brand new website. We love it and we think you will too. Okay, back to the video. Just like any other muscle, willpower can become depleted. The second reason we mentioned is willpower depletion. There is a study where a group of people were exposed to the smell of fresh-baked cookies. Some were able to eat the cookies, while others had to eat radishes. The test was given to both groups, and what do you know? The group that ate the radishes quit 12 minutes in. That's because so much of their willpower was depleted from eating radishes instead of the cookies they were smelling to finish the test. It was just too much. As it turns out, your willpower energy can be depleted pretty fast. You have to make decisions and resist temptation every single day of the week, from what to have for breakfast, what to wear, and what to do. One of the reasons so many high-performing individuals have such basic routines and habits is to avoid willpower depletion. If you have 10 copies of the same outfit every morning, your decision on what to wear is pretty simple. And another way to avoid willpower depletion is to have overlapping goals. If you make a goal for yourself to have a short run every morning and another goal not to wake up so late every day, then you hit two birds with one stone. If you want to be healthier and learn how to cook, one decision takes care of the other. And so many people waste willpower energy by expecting too much of themselves in a really short time. They also will sometimes make incompatible goals. Let's say you want to hang out more with your close friends and also cut down on alcohol. Well, you might be faced with unnecessary decisions every time you go out as a group. Now, obviously we're not saying you have to pick one or the other, but there is a smarter way to go about it. Now, in conclusion, if you want to develop and harness your willpower, then do the following. 1. Willpower is a whole body experience, so it's affected by your nutrition, exercise, and sleep, so do not neglect these. 2. Train your willpower muscle through exercise and meditation. 3. Take opportunities to resist temptations to further strengthen your willpower muscle. And 4. Don't overdo it. Too many back-to-back decisions will deplete your willpower energy. And speaking of decisions, a couple of weeks ago we published a video about some of the most important decisions you can make that have immense impact in your life. These are one-time decisions. You only have to make them once and you're done. You can check out the video by clicking in the top right corner or the link down below. We hope you find value in this video, and as always, we've got a bonus for the true Aluxers who stuck around until the end. There is a strong correlation between a lack of willpower and poor financial decisions. It's proven that once your willpower energy is depleted, your decision-making skills suffer. When a rich person goes car shopping, their concern may be what car looks the coolest or what engine sounds the meanest. They don't spend that much willpower. But when a poor person goes car shopping, they undergo multiple difficult financial decisions. What car is the most affordable? What car has the best mileage? What car will be less likely to break down and cause repairs? And so on. The whole process just drains away their willpower reserves. And when poor people have to face tough financial decisions on a daily basis, their financial decision-making skills will suffer exponentially. This means the more often they make difficult decisions, the more likely they are to make some bad calls. There was a study done in the Philippines where bank customers were given the option to open a special savings account. The catch was they couldn't withdraw any money until they reached a certain target. And those who opened up the savings account saved 82% more money than those who didn't. That's because they didn't have to make the decision of what to do with the money since they couldn't withdraw it. The lesson is this: try to automate as many difficult and important decisions as you can to preserve your willpower energies. Think about it like this: if you buy a 1-year gym membership, you made one decision instead of 12.